Welcome to this workshop about the senses. How does the human design describes now the senses? So the hearing is a universal sound in human design. So on your chart, you will not see hearing as a strongest sense. Why? Because the human design says hearing is sound, and sound is frequency, and frequency is universal. So as I know that most of you, or the ones that I know a bit better, are also very spiritual, we know that everything in the universe is frequency, and that everything contains out of frequency, and everything builds through frequency. And even in the Bible, it said, and at the beginning, there was, I think it was sound, and then God spoke, and it was the first word. Sorry, I don't know the exact, I'm not super religious, so I don't know the exact saying, but you know what I mean, no? And this is what was meant by it. So, and this is what you see here. When someone is speaking, it manifests immediately. So again, it is also super important what we say and how we say it, how we pronounce it, with which intention we say something. But this whole frequency and hearing is something that is, as I said, universal. On the other side, these other six senses here, they are unique for everyone. I mean, we all have all of them, but you have one you work with the most. And they go from the most rudimentary to the most modern. So smell and taste are like the foundation, and then feeling and touch are the highest, you can say, or let's say the latest. But I will walk you through it. And how did that change now? So before 1781, we had 7 centers. And this is what you probably know when you, or if you're familiar with chakras. So this is how our chakra system, you can say, looked before. And this is how it looks now. So we are already evolved into a 9-centered being. And how can you describe that? So it's kind of like that the centers are not linked so much anymore to like the spine and this middle column and everything. So, but we are more like a bubble already, like this torus field you can talk about. So what changed? So the heart center, and this is something now that Ra has actually never said, but through my own observation and also my own understanding, this is how I explain it. Okay, so just take everything that resonates with you and leave everything that does not. So for me, the heart center has split into 2. And it's not something bad, but it is something that was much needed, because now it's kind of like the heart center or heart chakra is where we give and take. Yeah. So it's kind of like our heart in our body is like pumping the blood towards the heart, and then like from the heart back into the body. So it's always like giving and receiving. But by being split into these 2 centers, it's more profound now. It's more detailed. So we have here this this blue diamond shape one, which is the identity center that gives love and direction. It is like the high heart chakra that really gives love and orientation to other people. So it either gives love and orientation, or it receives love and orientation, depending if it is in color or white in your chart. And this one here is the willpower center. And again, this is something, it's a willpower center. And with your willpower, you either give resources to someone, or you receive resources from someone. But it's a completely different energy. Here, this is more linked to ego, you can say. So it's like I give to my tribe, because this is all the connections here, all these channels that are heading towards the willpower center are tribal channels. So meaning I only share with my tribe. Yeah, where here this is universal. It's like universal love. It's a love that always gives. It doesn't really matter if it's your tribe or your family. You would also give to a stranger. So love got more defined in 1781. And also what from my perspective split was the solar plexus here. Although I know it might be confusing if you're familiar with the traditional human design teaching, because this one is, they're called solar plexus and this one is called spleen. But I like to explain it more like the solar plexus stands for our connection to other people. So even we who are connected right now, we are connected through like strings, and people who are very psychic, they can see them. It's like silver lines who are connected to each one who's around us. And this connection, that is the connection from the outside to the inside, is here either in a very instinctive way, because this here is our intuition center. So we have this intuition and we meet someone new and we think, hang on a second, I know this woman from somewhere. I've seen her before. Yeah, it's like this inner knowing, this very instinctive connection to someone. Do we want to connect with and bond with that person or not? And here on the other side, the center in the software that I use is called emotional center. And this is the connection that deeply connects us emotionally. So do I love this person? Does this person give me warmth? And do I feel held? And does this person nourish me emotionally? Yeah, so this would be more instinct and physical, and this here would be emotional. So this is how, from my perspective, the solar plexus has split. And what Ra has taught is that in the future, it will split again, because we will transition into an 11-centered being. But this is far in the future. Okay. Right, so, and today we will only talk about these 3 centers. Yeah, so they are important. So we have the body consciousness, yeah, the bodily consciousness, the intuition, the very intuitive consciousness and instinctive consciousness that is here connected to the spleen. Then we have the